Hello and welcome back to Soflex Math. We are going quickly through our fifth unit of dividing decimals. This one only has 3 lessons, but at the same time it's probably the most difficult topic that we've covered thus far. So let's go ahead and see what it looks like when we have a whole number and a decimal as the dividend. So in this case 27 and 12 hundredths, and then a decimal as the divisor, 0 and 3/10. Alright, so remember from all the other lessons it's the same kind of idea. We want to make sure that we can get a whole number as our divisor. So in this case we're going to multiply by 10 to make that a whole number 3, and we have to multiply on the interior or the inside the dividend by 10 as well. So our new number is going to be 271 and 2/10. So our decimal moved from right here right over to here. Alright, now we're going to go through dividing. We can slide our decimal right up, and then we can almost cross it out and think of it as 2,712 divided by 3. So let's go through our normal algorithm to divide. So how many 3's go into 27? We get a 9. Okay, let's go ahead and subtract, compare, bring down. 3 cannot fit into 1, so we need to put a 0 there. There's our placeholder. And then we're going to bring down our other number 2. And how many 3's can go into 12? 4. And if we subtract that out, we get no remainder, which is perfect because our decimal is the remainder. All right, so when we look at our answer here, we have 90 and 4/10. So 27 and 12 hundredths divided by 3/10 is 90 and 4 hundredths. 271 and 2/10 divided by the whole number 3 is the exact same answer, 90 and 4/10. So we can write the same answer in either spot, because both of those problems end up with the exact same answer. Alright, let's take a look at another example. Alright, this one's a little trickier just because now we have our decimal here, so we're going to actually move it over 2 spots, which means instead of multiplying by 10, we're going to multiply by 100. So each place value is multiplied by 10. So from here to here is 10, from here to here is another 10, 10 times 10 is 100, and then we're going to do the exact same over here, times 10 times 100. And you could multiply it out, you could use a calculator, but we know that when we multiply by hundreds, we just start moving the decimal to the right. In this case, 2 spots. Alright, so our new problem, which is the same as that problem, is going to be a problem that we were familiar with. So a whole number divided by a whole number. So 3,515 divided by 5. Alright, and then you can just go through that the normal way again. So 7 times 5 is 35. Bring down the 1. Placeholder, we can't do that. There's no 5's that can fit into 1. And then a 3, because 3 times 5 is 15. And it worked out perfect. So our answer to either problem, remember it's the same problem, it just looks different, 703. So our whole number. So we had this decimal divided by a decimal, and we end up with a whole number answer. Alright, let's try one final one. Okay, so this one, it just looks a little different because there's more decimals before and after for this one in the dividend, but we're going to follow the same steps. So here we go. I'm going to do it without the multiplying by 10, by writing that down, I should say. And I want you just to kind of look and check to see if I did this right. So I kind of did it mentally in my head. So I did the times 10 and times 10. I moved the decimals. So there we go. Alright, so now we're just going to multiply it out. 6 into 36, 6 times. Bring down a 6. 1 6 can fit into 6. Bring down a 1, does not work. Bring down the 2, and we do have a 2, which does work. 12. So, same way up here. So I'm rewriting the answers twice on purpose just to show you that either way, you get the same answer. So even if you typed it into the calculator, either way, you would end up with the same answer of 610 and 2/10. So please go ahead and try the quiz, see how you do. This is, like I said, probably our most difficult unit thus far. I think everyone, if you've been with us the whole time, you're doing great. Keep it up. Keep persevering. And like I said, you will get these. I promise you that. So we look forward to you as we continue on through our mastery course. Thanks for watching Soflex Math.